Hey, what's up everyone? I just wanted to make another video extending my well wishes to you and hoping you're all doing well in this cold snap that we are experiencing. Right now, the high temperature outside in the heat of the day is 13 degrees. So it's 14 degrees by the late evening and dropping from there to 0 to below 0 and wind chills well below that. Right now, the wind is blowing outside, making it feel like 1 to 2 degrees. So, and that's at the heat of the day. So, I just got a notification. It was an earthquake notification, this time in California. And there were a couple in Texas yesterday. But Winter Storm Inga's snowy swath to sweep through the northeast and south. Dangerous ice in central and southeastern Texas is to be expected. A mix of snow, sleet, and freezing rain will impact portions of the south on Tuesday. This will result in dangerous travel conditions as far south as central and southeastern Texas. I know southeastern areas of Missouri are dealing with some major ice and snow issues. The roads are treacherous over there, and traffic is almost at a standstill. They're moving at a snail's pace, so to speak, and those interstates over there, people are moving roughly 20 miles per hour, if that, and there has not been much traffic at all on the roads where we live. Snowfall is expected along the East Coast Tuesday into Wednesday from New England to the Carolinas. Winter Storm Inga is to bring snow and ice to the south on Tuesday, which was today, and it snowed starting last night. It got here a little later than they expected, but we got the amounts that I was expecting. I predicted about 3 inches or so for our area, 3 to 5. Some areas got up to 8 inches in the central areas. So my prediction was correct, and I don't know, I had a feeling that that's what we would get, and that's what we wound up getting. Roughly 2 inches here, but other areas of our county received about 3, maybe 4 inches. Locally higher amounts, it depends on where you live. Winter Storm Inga is bringing a lot to the south, and will finally make its way to the East Coast tomorrow, but it poured, well, not really poured snow. You can't say poured snow, that sounds like rain, but the snow was coming down very heavy. You could not hardly see, and sometimes it was that fine snow that looked like ice crystals, and the wind was blowing it, and I didn't get the video of any of it this morning, but it snowed through probably noon, maybe 1 o'clock today, from last night at midnight. So it snowed for a good 12 hours here. This won't be particularly heavy snow and ice event for the south, for the northeast areas shown here. So by the time it gets to these particular areas over here, beyond this red line where I circled, it shouldn't be too much in these areas on the eastern coast. They shouldn't have to deal with heavy snow amounts. But the temperatures are going to be extremely cold right now. Like I stated, we are 12 degrees here. We just dropped to 12 degrees, and that is at the heat of the day, 3 p.m. So definitely very cold outside. Well, the temperature just popped up to 14, so with a real feel of 1 degree, 1 to 2 degrees up and down. So it brought some impressive snow, depending on where you live. Areas of Kentucky got 9 inches. 8.1 inches in West Paducah, 9 inches in Murray, Kentucky. Up to a half foot of snow was measured in east to central Arkansas near Palestine. Snow-covered roads have been reported in the Memphis and Nashville, Tennessee areas. You should have seen the live views and the live cameras in Tennessee. It was just a large swath of snow, and it just covered everything. It was really coming down outside. You couldn't see anything. 1 to 2 inches had fallen as of midday in Nashville. Portions of Houston, Austin, Houston, and San Antonio metro areas have had numerous vehicle accidents due to light freezing rain and sleet accumulations Tuesday morning. There have been tanker trucks, and 18-wheelers sliding. The trailers have been trailer tires have been locking, and vehicles have been going off the road. It's just been a mess, and I extend my well wishes to everyone on the roads. My daddy is a truck driver, and he had to pull off in a safe haven, in a safe spot, because it was just a mess. It was chaotic in Missouri, southeastern Missouri, I believe. West Missouri sunshine was sunny, sun was shining, and you go to East Missouri and it was a total mess, and traffic was a snail's pace, moving it very slowly, and there were wrecks everywhere, trucks off the road, vehicles all over, and it was a mess, and it is a mess everywhere. And if you don't have to be out, please don't. That's pretty much a given, and it has been chaotic. Multiple schools closing everywhere, pretty much all of them. At East Dallas-Fort Worth area, on to Texas now. They are having similar incidents. This right here was from Texas. A Texas trucker, Thunder Truck, went off the road. An 18-wheeler went off the road there. That Twitter user's named Thunder Truck, by the way, Texas Thunder Truck. And but what I was talking about was in Missouri and Tennessee. Tennessee, there's no traffic hardly at all. And Kentucky dealt with a lot of snow as well. Once this system arrived, it didn't want to leave. It just remained stationary. So up to 2 inches on the ground in Shreveport, Louisiana as of late Tuesday morning. The first time an inch or more has accumulated in the city since 3.1 inches was recorded February 25th in 2015. So the officers had to ice skate, basically. A half inch of snow was measured in Jackson, Mississippi, so not too much there, but it pushed the season to the 8th snowiest on record for that area. According to the National Weather Service, ice can be the issues in some of these areas because it rained first and turned to freezing rain. That made the roads even slicker, so that made that half inch seem really treacherous. The highway had to be shut down Tuesday afternoon to remove the truck shown above, and here are some of the select top snowfall totals by the state in the South as of midday Tuesday. Arkansas received 6 inches in Camden and Palestine. Louisiana received 3 inches near Bossier City, Rayville, and West Monroe. Mississippi received 2 inches in Mayersville, Lexington, Hollandale, Itta Bena, and Shaw. Tennessee, the highest amounts received were 7 inches near Dover and Paris. Texas, 3 inches in Atlanta and Lone Star. Winter weather alerts are all over the central areas and eastern areas, portions of the East Coast. Winter storm warnings have been issued from parts of central and southern Texas to central Kentucky. Portions of the central and southern New England are also under winter storm warnings for Tuesday night into Wednesday. Winter weather advisories are also in effect for many other locations in the south and northeast. In fact, winter weather advisories extend as far south as the northwestern Florida Panhandle and extreme southern Texas. Timing of the snow and ice, well, Tuesday into Tuesday night. The snow and sleet will affect the Gulf Coast, including parts of southern and coastal Texas, southern Louisiana. Cities will see the following cities here will see it, including Corpus Christi and Houston and San Antonio, Austin, Shreveport, Memphis, and Nashville. All of these areas listed here. Some of the snowfall will even be seen as far south as Georgia and as far east as Georgia as well. The eminent New York City metro area will see rain and snow at times as far east as northeast as New York. Snow will also then persist Tuesday night for New Jersey, Pennsylvania, southward to Virginia, Western Virginia, and eastern Tennessee. We'll see snow as far as Tuesday night for these areas, the eastern half of Tennessee up into New Jersey and New York. Georgia, southeast Alabama, and perhaps even northeastern Florida Panhandle might even see some snow Tuesday night. Snow will be heavy in spots. It was super heavy here. Accumulating snow is possible for North Carolina and southeastern Virginia as well, but much of these areas right here, we'll see it on Wednesday night, shown above at the top of the screen right here. How much snow and ice will we see in the south once all is said and done? Light accumulation of 1 to 3 inches. Right now, we received roughly 3 inches here in the south in our area. Eastern Texas and Tennessee and Kentucky and parts of northern Carolina and upstate South Carolina will receive 1 to 3 inches. Some places locally higher. Kentucky received up to 9 inches, 8.1 inches in some areas, and some areas of Tennessee received 7 to 7.5 inches as well. Most other areas in central Mississippi into Alabama and Georgia by tonight will see less than an inch of snow, but they could still have travel problems. Most locations in the east should see light snow accumulations as far as the east coast, up to maybe 3 inches or less, which is not too much for them. From New England to northeastern Connecticut, they have a lot of equipment in the East Coast in that area to deal with such events, while the central areas we've been trying to have more equipment and deal with things like that, but they just don't have the substantial equipment you see on the East Coast and the Northeast Coast, like New England, New Jersey, Maine, and New York, places like that. New York City could see 6 inches of snow through Wednesday night, so that's what to expect there. This is a tweet from Inga's Midwest, the Midwest area, in Door County, Peninsula, with over a foot of snow by Monday morning, they say. In that area, generally 2 to 5 inches fell in the Midwest, 4.4 inches in Rockford, Illinois, 4.1 inches, and the National Weather Service gave a reading of Chicago getting 3.9 inches in the Madison-Dane County Airport. In Wisconsin, about 2 inches in Indianapolis was reported there, and a few reports of 6 inches of snow came in La Crosse, Wisconsin, and the town of Streator, Illinois, early Monday. Localized totals topping a half foot were reported in southern Missouri. Basically, this system kind of just varies depending on where you're at or where you live, so the National Weather Service is keeping an eye on it, and I've been watching it as it's taking place, as the storm moves through. It depends on where you live, what kind of amounts you receive, because you could receive anywhere from an inch or less, and it could be up to 2 inches, 3 inches, and some places 5. Some places in your state could receive 6 to 8 inches, maybe 9 or 10 inches, but it depends on where you live and where the storm tracks, and how heavy the precipitation is falling in your area. That all determines how much snow you receive, obviously. So, anyway, just thought I'd tell you, stay safe, and much love goes out to all of you. And just try to stay warm. We're trying our best. It's about 60 degrees in the house, so roughly, I would say, according to the thermometer on the clock. It is in the living room anyway, but it feels colder in the other rooms, a lot colder. But we have all of the heaters on, the electric heaters. We use the electric heaters, and I've got a little space heater right next to the couch right now, so trying to stay as warm as possible and keep everything running, the water running and all of that, and the animals taken care of. They're all well taken care of and happy, though, so that's good. Anyway, we're trying our best to make it through these storms, and then before it gets warm and 60 degrees again, and then cold again, they say, and more shots of snow, they say, is possible this winter, so we'll have to keep our eyes open and ears listening for it. Anyway, much love, and I hope you all stay safe. So I'm going to go ahead and post the link so I don't forget. Copy the link, and I'll post the link in the description where you can read this for yourself and see how it will affect your area. Much love. Bye.